Hi. There's one rotator. What the hell? Did I have a crash out last night? This is not positive. Yeah, this is positive. This is negative. What the hell am I doing? That's positive. This is negative. Yeah, that's positive. I'm tweaking. Okay. Jesus. I can continue all this bullshit. Sure. So that goes to the siren. Hold on. It splits at the siren. What's good, slime sirens? All right. I just changed the siren that I'm recording. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so that goes like that. And that would split off at the rotator. Yeah, okay. Shadow film, melt this is PTG. I'm going to record a Thunderbolt 1000. Sick. Oh, it definitely did melt. It smells like burnt plastic now. Why is PTG easier to melt when it requires a hotter melting temperature? I am bamboozled. The CLM's doing good. I'm working on the rotator. Part of it failed. Not the box, but the mount. So I'm gonna have to start the reprint today. I don't want to do it just now, but should be good by SirenCon, I think. This should be good, I think. Yeah, that'll work. This is gonna take forever. Come on. I put that hole on the wrong side. Fuck. Sounded like PTG breaking. Oh, I can see the end of it. I'm totally not gonna get lung cancer. Okay, please work this time. At least fit. Shit. Come on. Get him. Okay, little bit of breaking of the filament, but that's finally in. What's the oldest siren I have? Or I make, I guess. Oh, shit. This thing. First 3D printed siren I made. The oldest crafted one I've made is my modulator. Which I made a video, like, 4 months ago, but I really made it in September. So that's in now, properly. I really hope this rotation method works, or else I'm gonna have to remodel this entire fucking box, but... Alright, so... put this here for now. That's negative. So it's that's all melded together. Do that for that. I can finally glue this thing in front, probably. And then the control panel for my CLM's done. Thought your oldest was the T128. Yeah, that was the second one I made. That was the first video I made. The oldest one I made was a modulator. It's just I didn't post that video until a lot later, but yeah, the T128 was the oldest I made that has a video, so. Oh, shit. that's all done. I need to make an indent for these to go through. Probably just glue that together by now. God, this stupid strings. I keep getting stuck on it. Alright. That's the alarm control panel done. Yes, it is the controls I'm working on. Because I'm not going to bring the ACA panel, I'm going to bring a separate panel for the CLM, which is going to be this thing. No, it's okay for questioning a lot. There's not many people here anyway, so. Not much for me to do besides lock in on this thing. Oh my god. Stupid glue string. I'm making a College Springs dual tone ACAP 15. Cool. We're just gonna go hold this with moisturizer. And that will be done once I glue that in. I'm just gonna hold those stays on there. Alright, the controls. Is the 1003 you're making done or still failing? The rotator's still failing. It's just kind of sitting in the corner of my room. There's the controls. It's based off the controls of a CLM 927 63CP. I'm waiting for the CLM to be finished. Yeah, it'll probably be finished. Maybe I might be able to record a video. Oh, excuse me. I might be able to record a video on Monday, or Sunday on it, because the controls are done. I just gotta print the rest of the rotator and attach it all together and pray that it doesn't break. But depending on what happens, I might be able to film a siren on Monday or Sunday, maybe, or a few, because I might see if I can drive out to, or go out to Standard and Rockyford, Alberta, and see if I can film an actual CLM 927 290p and a Federal Electric Type B, but that is a very, very big maybe. What is confirmed is this thing. So, and for anyone who wants to know, this will be coming with me to SirenCon instead of my Cyclone, because I think, like, all those Cyclones there are going to be probably, like, Edan Cyclones, and those, they sound a lot better, and they're more realistic, so having mine won't be really that unique. I think people will love it more if I bring my CLM, because there's, like, no one who's made a CLM. How's the Cyclone 120 doing? The Cyclone 120 has been finished for some time now. Here it is. So I fixed the bottom of it, so it's sturdy now. I posted a video on it, I think, but... The video for the Model 5 is done. I just haven't got around to editing it yet, but I'll get around to editing it at some point. I'm not too busy. And that's basically the controls done for the CLM. It's got all the potentiometer stuff is in here. You plug it in, and that's the switch to turn it on and off. But yeah, that's not right there, so it doesn't fall apart. I can work on this thing. Also, all the decals, if like you're wondering if anyone wondered how I got like the decal for the alarm siren, the Earlham P15 is gone, really? Oh, that's sad. I liked that one. Well, whatever, there's still a few, but I remade the decals on Adobe Illustrator as best I can. But alright, well, it's all done now. Try to wire these back. I could probably wire these in parallel, actually, yeah. Yeah, so that would go up to where the collector rings would go. Actually, I have to make this longer. That will do for now. Yo, chat, in a bit, should I set off the CLM? I might do that once I get all this stuff together. Actually, hold on, I wired this one wrong. Oh my god, I am butterfingers today, Jesus. Plan on making an ASC RM127. What is this rotator box for? The CLM. The rest of it's sitting here. I gotta wire all this together. I also got these pieces of sheet metal from my school to make collector rings out of, so. Oh yeah, that CLM is epic, thanks. What motor did you use? For the CLM itself, I used a XD775 dual shaft motor. So basically, I used one of these, but with the output shaft longer, and same with this. And this one spins at 10,000 on 12 volts. That one spins at 4,500. And then for the rotator motor, I just use some high torque motor that spins at 12 RPM. So if I could wire all this in parallel, then everything would work. Once I get all this to work, I can bring it to Siren. So you're not making it geared inside? No. The motor I have for the rotator is already geared. So I made the model off so it attaches to the shaft of the motor. The little thing where the collector rings go, it attaches from here, goes out, and then the CLM's on top. But if that doesn't work, which it should work, I may have to do something else, but for now, it should work. Honestly thought it was a Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm not making a Thunderbolt. I have, like, the crafted one. That thing's been put on hold for God knows how long at this point. But yeah. That rotator's having issues as well, so that's why I'm working on the CLM. I might make a model too after. I finished modeling one on Tinkercad just because I felt like it. And I might put it up outside my house. Yeah, I'm going to SirenCon. I'll be able to meet some people there, hopefully. Maybe I'll be able to meet Sirens of Wisconsin there. So that's wired right. Take a look. Gotta wire this all together, and then once this is all wired together, I can set the CLM off for... Oh yeah, I need to do this thing's daily growl. I keep forgetting about this. Here we go. There we go. Cyclone Daily Growl is done. Plus, I already had a trip to... Yeah, you had a trip to Oklahoma. Live in the West Coast, yeah. I'm nowhere near SirenCon either, so... We have to fly all into Minneapolis, and then we're gonna drive to Rhinelander, probably. I can't go to SirenCon, sadly. Oh, that's unfortunate. And it'll be flying internationally then, yeah. Coming from here in Alberta to US, so yeah, we're gonna have to go through customs and all that. I'll probably have to put my whole CLM, I'll probably have to, like, wrap it in foam and something and then put it in a... I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna need to put it in oversized, but I'm definitely gonna have to put it in some sort of fragile suitcase thing with fragile on it so they don't break it when I load it onto the plane. And then from there, I'll bring it to SirenCon, because this is the only year I'm going to be going to SirenCon anyway, so I'm probably going to have to... Oh, I might as well bring something, but... Well, I can wire all this together. Well, the reason I have to put it in some sort of fragile thing is because it's... Well, I don't want it to, like, break in a suitcase, because, like, I don't know how... Like, I don't want it to, like, I don't want it to break when they load it into the bottom of the plane, because if it breaks and I don't bring my hot glue gun, then I'm kind of screwed, but... Yeah, if something breaks along the way. Why are you only going 1 year? Because it's it's an expensive flight, but also my hyperfixation's probably gonna change by then. But if I can go in 2026, I might. But I'm probably my parents said this is gonna be the only year I go, probably. So. For 1 year I'm going, I might as well bring something that people will like. And instead of bringing like a generic Cyclone, because there's going to be a bunch of Eden ones there, so instead of bringing like a Cyclone, I'm just going to bring this, because people would like this a lot more than a simple Cyclone. Yeah, my hobbies change a lot, too. My hobby last year, if you guys want, I can still post them, but I made a bunch of old PCs videos, because I used to, like, be inspired by the greatest technician of all time, the greatest technician that's ever lived. And I used to get these old PCs and repair them. And I made a bunch of videos on them, but they were like a year ago. I could still upload them, but yeah, like my friends joke that next year I'm gonna be into like freaking, I don't even know, like floor tiles, which is definitely not gonna be true, but I don't know if it'll be Sirens, so my YouTube channel is probably still gonna be Sirens for a bit, but it might be other things too, because like I also play Beam and G, but so that's all connected. This is so goofy. And for the rotator box, it failed a lot more, but I used PTG because one, I ran out of PLA, and two, I wanted to try rapid PTG. I think it's good, except I'm gonna have to fix the mess that's currently on my printer right now. Yeah. Because the other part failed, so I'll have to clean my printer and then start it so it finishes today or tomorrow. And then tomorrow, maybe, if I get everything glued together, I can make a full video on this, but my hobbies right now, I'd say, are severe weather and Sirens. Yeah, I'm recalibrating my printer, yeah. The reason my printer, like, I failed this rotator box too, and it made a huge mess, all because the temperature was 205, not 250 for PTG. And I think my other one failed because it set the temperature too high to 260, because that's what it said, but I don't know, my printer loves to fail. It's its favorite thing to do. But most, like, 80% of the time it works. So, I've had some horrible print quality issues, yeah. So, okay, so that's all glued together. I just need to extend some of those wires out. I'm gonna get a Century 10V 2T22A from Edan. That's cool. Yeah, Edan makes cool Sirens. I'm not gonna bring my Cyclone, because, like, the Cyclone he makes, it sounds a lot more accurate. And it's probably bigger, and it's actually the right color. So, there's only, like, one other person who's actually made a rotational CLM. I think it's, like, Sirens of Illinois. But even then, that one's black, and well, not... It's, like, it's the wrong color. It's, like, black filament, and it's also, like... It's, like, slightly the wrong model, and it's slightly, like, the wrong pitch. But, I mean, it's not like CLM has any measurements anywhere, so I give kudos to that guy a lot. And this one, I also just eyeballed it and modeled it on Tinkercad for, like, over a month before I actually started printing it. And I made the Model 5 just so I could pass time while I was modeling this. And the reason I'm making a Model 2 so I can, like, put it up in front of my house, because I haven't had a Siren outside in a long time. And it'd be cool if I just had, like, a small Siren that's easy to put up, like a Model 2, that I can wire up. And if it's raining or something, I could turn it on, stuff. Or thunderstorming, but there's not much severe weather here, so... That would be what the click drawing goes on to, so that marks it. 5 people in here, yeah. Big milestone, guys. You have a big 3D printer? What type of 3D printer do you have? I have a Neptune 4 Plus, which is pretty big. Big enough for what I do. I utilize almost the full space of it. I hate how this 20 gauge wire is silicone and not copper, but whatever. We'll have to do. What's funny is that the CLM, it doesn't, like, on the thing, it doesn't say it's very loud, but I'm pretty sure it's louder. Oh, fuck. Pretty sure it's louder than the website that I use to measure the sound says, but yeah. Mine is an Ender 3. Oh, that's cool. There's a bunch of, like, Ender, like, at my school, because I go to STEM school, so they have a bunch of 3D printers there, but they have a few Ender S1s, which part of it I use to print my CLM. Most of it I printed on my Neptune, but because they have, like, a bunch of option courses, they have 3 Neptune 4 Maxes. We don't get to use those because those are, like, they print, like, the keyboard covers and stuff on them, but they also have a Bamboo P1P, and my friend actually has just got a P1S, so that's cool. I was thinking about getting an A1 Mini, but, like, my parents probably won't let me get another 3D printer. And the school sold all of their, or most of their Ender 3 Pros, which are really old, because they're going to replace them all with A1 Minis. I have a P1S, and that's what I use for everything, yeah. I've heard good things about Bamboo printers, and I've used the one at school a little bit. It's pretty crazy, but like an average print time for my Neptune, I even, like, changed in Cura, so it, like, utilizes almost the entire speed that it can go to, but goes about, like, goes up to, like, 500 millimeters a second, or 400 average, and, like, an average print time for me is, like, at least 6 hours, but I might need to swap the nozzle, yeah. The new Bamboo Lab H2D is really expensive, but it looks sick. Like, the way it has 2 nozzles and it just swaps it out with, like, the AMS2 or whatever they called it, but for the stuff I do, I don't really need multicolor, but yeah. My prints are over extruding like crazy, damn. Second calibration, crazy. Alright, guess it's time to wire this thing up. Do a little test of it. I'm gonna move this cyclone. Move all this back. So, if I did everything right, it's all wired in parallel, so the rotator should be getting power, and so is the chopper. And if everything goes well, then it should still sound at the same pitch. I'm gonna grab my headphones real quick. Alrighty, here we go. So, plug that in, right? Yeah, okay. So, it's all good. This is negative, this is negative. So if you listen to it, it should sound about the same as the one from Alliance, Alberta, or at least as good as I can get it, but 3, 2, 1. Let me just test it. What the hell is it? Turn off. What the hell? Let's try this out. That is not working, and I don't know why. Oh, you know what? It's probably shorting inside here. That's probably what's happening. Yeah, it's probably shorting. I'll fix that issue later. Is that shorting out? Anything? Why you no turn on? Why you no turn on? Problem with the power supply, maybe? Like that's all together, that's not shorting. This shouldn't be. Come on, don't break on me now. It's probably just a problem with this thing, but... I really wish I had a multimeter. Use the outlet or something, because this worked literally just yesterday. Yeah, all the things are right in there, I'm pretty sure. It's either a problem with the control panel or the outlet. I don't think... If this doesn't work, it's probably the control panel, but... Yeah, okay. I don't see any sparks, though, so I don't know how it would be shorting. It's all plugged in. Problem with this thing? What the hell? I'm gonna disconnect the rotator shit because I have a hunch that something here is not working right. Put these for now. Disconnect these. Either something shorting or... Honestly, I have no clue, but we'll figure it out, so... This will go just right here for now. Maybe I tried to wire them in series and it like... I don't know. I did wire them in parallel though. At least I'm pretty sure I did, or else Some dumbass. If it doesn't work now, that's fine, but I have to troubleshoot it off camera because I'm a bit concerned. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, so it's a problem with this. That's good to know. Alright, we'll set it off now. 3, 2, 1, going loud. So happy I got the 10 port working. It's actually crazy. Yo, should I do a decibel test of this thing? I'm gonna do a decibel test. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll just use my watch instead since my tablet isn't turning on. So 10 port working. Yeah. So happy. I had to like resize it literally. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. I had to remake the chopper 5 times until it finally worked. Sound level, so right now it is. It's in waterlock. How the fuck is it in waterlock? It's not in waterlock. Oh, there we go. 60 decibels. I'll tell you the average when it gets up. average of 96 decibels. Doesn't sound about right though. That means this is the quietest. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just do an attack of this thing. 'Cause I'm bored. This is what just the 12 port sounds like. This is what just the 12 port would sound like. This is what just the 10 port would sound like. Okay, make a place for it. It's a bit higher pitched, but dude, I love how this thing sounds like, honestly. Alright, hold on. Alright. This is attack. Oopsies. Let's go. Okay, I got it working. That might be it for the stream today, but yeah, got it working. I'll figure out what's wrong with the rotator, and yeah, I'll do some other stuff. Alright, see ya. Figure out how to end this.